Just 1 minute. You can actually start the Padachakrasana. They are familiar with it. You start raising one leg, very slowly rotate. When you're going in the upward direction, you inhale. When you're in the downward direction, you exhale. And after 3 or 4 rounds, you stop. Then you do anti-clockwise. Then you focus on the other leg. Then we do with both the legs together. But slow practice. Once you have finished on both the legs, then rest.
Leg will be straight.
Yeah, leg should be straight. Once you've completed with both, left leg, you will try and do it with both the legs. So very slowly lift both the legs, rotate in a clockwise direction. And after 3-4 rounds, you will do anti-clockwise. And then you will rest. Let breathing become normal. And now we're going to practice cycling. So the best practice is what we call contra cycling. But if you cannot do that, you can just do normal cycling, forward and then backward. Contra cycling is your right leg is in forward cycling, the left leg is in backward cycling. The right leg is forward, the left leg is backward. Right leg forward, left leg backward. Right leg forward, left leg back. This is fantastic practice for developing your brain. Helps both sides of the brain to work together. And after you have done a few rounds, you rest. Then when you are ready, you will now do left leg forward cycling, right leg backward cycling. Left leg forward cycling, right leg backward cycling. And then slowly complete your rounds and then relax. Then you're going to practice Naukasana. So you're going to bring your toes, your head and your hands up. The heel is a little bit away from the ground, not too much. And your fingers are at the level of your toes. You get fantastic pressure on the stomach. So be aware of that and very slowly go back when you don't want to hold anymore. Go according to your capacity, don't go by somebody else's capacity. When you feel you can't hold the position any longer, please return back to rest. Your head up, leg up, hands up. Repeat 2 times more. and then come back to rest. The last practice for the day is Padottanasana. So you lift both the legs up. I like this practice of crossing the legs, crossing both the hands and holding the toes if you can. If you cannot hold your toes, catch your legs wherever you are comfortable. This also activates simultaneous functioning of both the right and the left hemisphere. So apart from the fact that it tones up the digestive system, it's a very good practice to accentuate or increase your brain power. Hold as long as you are comfortable, breathing normally to help you hold. And then when you want to release, uncross the legs and then very slowly lower them back to the ground and then relax. Just be in Shavasana till we are ready to start the class. Just allow your body to completely relax. Now slowly turn to one side. Take the support of your hand and sit up. And practice Kapalbhati. So you hold your knees very well. Keep your spine straight and forcefully exhale. So your abdomen must go inside as you exhale. Inhalation happens automatically, you don't worry about it. Be aware of your shoulders. If you are tightening up the shoulders, taking up toward the neck, relax them. Slowly come into Shankha Mudra. Your right palm, yeah, correct, perfect, perfect. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Repeat your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. On the outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures: an elephant behind, a peacock in front, a tiger on my right, a lion on my left, an eagle above, and a black tortoise below. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I'm lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall of protection to go up all around me. Third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the mantra Om that I am chanting. Take your awareness to Mooladhara Chakra at the perineum, 4 petal lotus, red color. Mentally say to yourself, I am balancing Rajasic, Tamasic Guna, allowing for my Sattvic Guna to emerge out strongly. Keep your hands in the mudra for Mooladhara Chakra, interlace the little and the ring finger, middle finger joined together, index thumb around each other, thumb and index will touch each other. Point your fingers towards the ground, or if possible, the middle finger will touch the ground. Take a deep breath in. Shift your awareness to Swadhisthana Chakra at the spinal terminus, 6 petal lotus, orange color. Increase your pitch further, mentally saying to yourself, I am balancing Ida Pingala Nadi, allowing for Sushumna to be awakened. Keep your hands in the mudra for Swadhisthana. Keep your hand in front of the last vertebrae. Take a deep breath in. Shift your awareness to Manipura Chakra directly behind your navel, 10 petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further, mentally saying, I'm removing all blockages of energies from the Panchakoshas. Keep your hands in the mudra for Manipura Chakra, index, thumb, and ring finger. Index, thumb, and ring, yeah. Middle finger, little finger out. Touch your thumb to your navel. Take a deep breath in. Shift your awareness to Nahata Chakra directly behind your heart center, 12 petal lotus, green color. Increase your pitch further, mentally saying to yourself, I am balancing the Pancha Tattvas in my body. Keep your hands like a lotus, touching your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Shift your awareness to Vishuddhi Chakra directly behind your throat pit, 16 petal lotus, blue color. Increase your pitch further, mentally saying to yourself, I'm balancing the 3 doshas in my body. Keep your hands in the mudra for Vishuddhi Chakra, all 3 fingers interlace. Touch your throat pit, take a deep breath in. Shift your attention to Agnya Chakra directly behind your eyebrow center, 2-petal lotus, indigo color, increase pitch further, mentally saying to yourself, I am piercing through my Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Avastha and merging with Creator. Keep your hands in the mudra for Agnya Chakra, only right hand, bend your ring finger towards your palm, touch the first three together, little finger is separate, touch your Bhrumadhya, take a deep breath in. Shift your attention to Sahasrara Chakra, center of the top of your head, 1000-petal lotus, white color, increase pitch further, mentally saying to yourself, I am piercing through all obstacles and barriers, merging back with my Creator. Keep your hands like a diamond over your head, don't touch your head, marginally above the head. Take a deep breath in. Release your mudra. Keep your fingers touching each other, hands in the shape of a ball. Say to yourself, I'm experiencing the powerful vibrations of my own chanting, penetrating into each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine mental, physical health. With that visualization, we will chant the opening Shanti mantra all together. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamaditamasttu Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Continue to be in that position as I chant my opening invocation. Om Vagartaiva Samprakto Vagarta Pradipattaye Jagadapidaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaram. Om Vagartaiva Samprakto Vagarta Pradipattaye Jagadapidaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaram. Om Vagartaiva Samprakto Vagarta Pradipattaye Jagadapidaro Vande Parvati Parameshwarao. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Slowly release your mudra. If you need to lengthen your hands, you can do so now. Make your sankalpa. I am chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep inside each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine mental, physical health. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping my body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. Come back into meditative asana. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra, left and thumb straight. Yeah. Keep your hand near your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् 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 उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. You can release keep your fingers touching each other, hands in the shape of a ball, and repeat mentally, I am experiencing the powerful vibrations of my own chanting in each and every brain cell and body cell, restoring each one of them to their original harmonic frequency, keeping me in pristine mental, physical health. I am grateful to you, my Lord, for that, and I seek your divine blessings that you will continue to keep me in pristine mental, physical health right up to my last breath. I'm offering you my namaskar, gratitude and thanks, and as I do so, I am receiving the golden light coming from you, penetrating into each and every brain cell and body cell, rejuvenating each one of them, elevating me to optimal mental, physical health. Now you can release your hands, release your legs if you need to do so. Mentally repeat your sankalpa. I am chanting Gayatri Mantra for wisdom, inner awareness and intuitive knowledge. Chanting the mantra every day helps me operate in the highest planes of wisdom, delve deep within me seeking answers to questions from the universal knowledge resting within me, and get those answers and operate very successfully from an intuitive plane. Slowly come back into meditative asana. Keep your hands in Gyan Mudra, index at the root of the thumb, palms facing the floor, wrists resting on your knees. Take a deep breath in. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om
भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। Release your mudra, keep your fingers touching each other, hands in the shape of a ball. Mentally repeat, I am experiencing the powerful vibrations of my own chanting in each and every neuron in my brain, each and every neuronal connection, elevating me to a level from where I'm able to absorb everything that I read, everything that I hear, everything that I write, retain them in my memory, recall them from memory as and when required, and do every work that I do with great passion, dedication, devotion, concentration, producing work that is far, far, far superior to the mediocre. I am grateful to you, my Lord, for that, and I seek your divine blessings that you will continue to guide me to operate far, far, far above the mediocre, right up to my last breath. I'm offering you my namaskar, gratitude and thanks, and as I do so, I am receiving the golden light coming from you, penetrating through each and every pore in my brain, reaching out to each and every neuron, firing up each and every neuronal collection, elevating me to a very high intellectual level. You can release your mudra, you can release your legs if you need to do so. Mentally repeat your sankalpa. I am chanting 32 names of Durga for overcoming distress and for peace and harmony. Chanting the 32 names helps me overcome all stressful situations, for I simply surrender before you as your son or daughter. You are carrying me through the difficulties, cutting through them with your fierce sword, helping me emerge successful at all times. Come back into meditative asana, keep your hands in yoni mudra, interlace all the three fingers from outside, index, yeah, correct. So point the thumb towards your chest, take a deep breath in. Om Durga, Durga Tishamani, Durga Padmini Varini, Durga Maschedini, Durga Sadhini, Durga Nashini, Durga Darini, Durga Nihantri, Durga Mapaha, Durga Maknyanada, Durga Daitaloga Vanala, Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgamatma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shita, Durgamaknyana Samstana, Durgamadhyana Bashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamartra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudadarini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgaba, Durga Dharini. Om Durga, Durga Tishamani, Durga Padmini Varini, Durga Maschedini, Durga Sadhini, Durga Nashini, Durga Dharini, Durga Nihantri, Durga Mapaha, Durga Maknyanada, Durga Daityaloka Vanala, Durgama, Durgama Loka, Durgamatma Swarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgama Vidya, Durgama Shita, Durgamaknyana Samstana, Durgamadhyana Pashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamartra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudadarini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgaba, Durga Dharini. Om Durga, Durga Tishamani, Durga Padmini Varini, Durga Maschedini, Durga Sadhini, Durga Nashini, Durga Dharini, Durga Nihantri, Durgamapaha, Durgamatnyanada, Durgadaityalokavanala, Durgama, Durgamaloka, Durgamatmaswarupini, Durgamarga Prada, Durgamavidya, Durgamashita, Durgamatnyana Samstana, Durgamadhyana Bashini, Durgamoha, Durgamaha, Durgamartra Swarupini, Durgama Surasamhantri, Durgama Yudadarini, Durgamangi, Durgamata, Durgamya, Durgameshwari, Durga Bhima, Durga Bhama, Durgaba, Durgadharini. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Arigi Om. Release your mudra. Keep your fingers touching each other, hand in the shape of a ball. Mentally repeat to yourself, I'm experiencing the powerful vibrations of my own chanting, stirring up a unique energy within myself. An energy that gives me the courage, conviction, and confidence to face up to all internal, external, difficult circumstances. Persist with them without running away from them. And with the grace of Ma Durga, emerge out of them successfully as she cuts through the difficulties with her fierce sword, helping me emerge successful. I'm grateful to you, my Ma, for that, and I seek your divine blessings that you will continue to be with me as I face future internal, external difficult circumstances. Continue to give me the courage to face up to them without running away from them, and also have the patience for you to come around to cut through the difficulties, showing me a pathway to emerge out successfully. I'm offering you my namaskar, gratitude, and thanks, and as I do so, I am receiving the golden light coming from you, penetrating into each and every brain cell and body cell, stirring up a unique energy within myself, an energy that gives me the confidence to face up to all circumstances of my life. Then release your mudra, release your legs, lengthen your legs. Keep your hands by the side of the body. Inhale, pull your kneecap towards your hip joint and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. Second round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. Third round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. Fourth round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. Last round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. Toggle the legs up and down. And then come back into meditative asana. A few interesting aspects. One, for the benefit of new participants, you may wonder why we keep our hands at different positions when we keep chanting Om Mantra. So the yogic philosophy says that the chakras, the energy centers, are inside your spinal cord in a subtle energy channel called the Shushumna Nadi. So the location of these chakras are at the perineum at the cervix for ladies, between the anus and the genitals for men. The Swadhisthana is at the spinal terminus. The Manipura is directly behind the navel. Anahata is directly behind your heart center. Vishuddhi is directly behind your throat pit. And Ajna is directly behind your eyebrow center, at the center of the brain where the pineal gland is. And the Sahasrara is at the top. There's also one which is at the back, which is called Bindu Chakra. So while you cannot access the exact points, yogic philosophy has developed what is called trigger points. So the trigger point for Swadhisthana chakra is right in front of the spinal terminus. That's why we keep our hand here. Then when you come to Manipura, your navel is your trigger point. So therefore you keep your hand at the navel. The center of your heart is the trigger point for Anahata, so you keep your hand here. You keep your hand at Vishuddhi here because this is the trigger point for Vishuddhi. This is the trigger point for Agnya, and Sahasrara, the trigger point and the chakra are the same, just as for Mooladhara, the trigger point and the chakra is at the same location. So that's the logic of that. You're scaling up, going up in each chakra as you keep chanting the Om mantra 7 times. And each mudra that you keep is particularly mudra designed for that particular chakra. So that's the logic behind what we are doing when we chant Om. Second is, I had shared a couple of videos of Richard Feynman, who was a Nobel laureate in physics. His own wife was undergoing a lot of medical problems, and he was not convinced with the way the medical fraternity was trying to diagnose and treat. So he did a lot of research into the anatomy, biology of the body, and then helped her deal with her own ailments and bring her out of it. So Richard Feynman has written a wonderful book on physics. I think it's in 2 volumes or 3 volumes. And in 2 of those volumes, there is one chapter dedicated exclusively to the physics and the anatomy, physiology of the body. And people have used this concept and created various practices that you can adopt, which is called based on the Richard Feynman way. So one of them is very popular on the YouTube, which I've been watching off and on. And then there's a booklet that they have published on the basis of this, which is called a booklet for daily practices. And very coincidentally, I was reading that, trying to run through the various practices that you can do. And one of them that he is talking about is a 15-minute prayer every day. And I was amazed to see that our prayer is almost 20 minutes when we chant every day. So we have fixed ourselves into something that is being recommended as very regular. So if you practice this, it will give you the resultant benefits. Okay. So we will start with, since it is quite warm these days, or quite hot, I should say, warm is an understatement. So it creates discomfort. So we'll do Sitali Sitkari Pranayam to cool the body so that we can practice without the use of air conditioning if possible. If that is not possible, we'll resort to it in the air. So we'll do 5 minutes of practice. So you'll keep your hands one on top of the other. For Sitali, first you will pull your tongue out, fold it like a tube, and inhale from that tube, and then you'll draw your tongue inside. Feel the coolness spreading throughout the body, and hold the breath as long as you can comfortably hold. Then when you want to breathe out, you will breathe out from your nostrils. So you'll go like this. Start. Tongue inside, hold, breathe out from the nose. Now continue till I ask you to stop. Now see if you can chant 1 Gayatri while inhaling, 2 Gayatris while holding, 1 Gayatri or 2 Gayatri mantra while releasing. Last round. When you have completed, we'll practice Sitkari. For Sitkari, you will gently, keep a small gap between the two teeth, open your mouth, and then you will inhale with the opening in your mouth. Then you will close your mouth, wait for your coolness to spread throughout the body, hold your breath as long as you can. And like last time, you'll breathe out from the nostril when you want to breathe. Those who have been practicing for a long time, if possible, one Gayatri for inhale, 4 Gayatri to hold, 2 Gayatri chantings to release if possible. Try it, otherwise keep reducing according to your capacity. Start. Complete the last round. Then release. Just feel how it is. During the practice, in case you feel hot inside, you can practice Sitkari immediately. During the practice of the asana itself, it will start helping you cool down your body. And now for the practices for the day, come to a standing position. So the first practice is Bandha Hasta Utthanasana. This practice can actually help you remove rounded shoulders. It can help you release stiffness in the shoulder and the upper back. And obviously, if you have any shoulder joint problem, you may not be able to do the complete practice, so go according to your capacity. In this practice, you're first going to keep your feet in line with your hip joint. You're going to cross your hands in front of you. Then you will breathe out completely. As you inhale, you're going to raise both the hands up as far as you can comfortably take them. Hold your breath. As you exhale, you're going to spread your hands out at your shoulder level. Hold your breath. Inhale, cross your hands again. Hold your breath. Exhale, bring them together. Now, this is the sequence for those who are not used to practicing for a long time. But those who have been practicing for the last 4 or 5 years with me, you can try this. If you feel comfortable, you do it. Otherwise, come back to the same breathing sequence. So I'll demonstrate this. You inhale, and here you continue to inhale. Hold, you exhale, and then you continue to exhale further. Okay? So try out of the two, whichever you are comfortable. Keep chanting the mantra. Start. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayad. Hold. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayad. If you can, hold, increase again. Inhale. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayad. Hold. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayad. Exhale. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayad. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayad. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayad. Wait for some time. Last round. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayad. Continue chanting on your own. Release. Just experience the effect of that practice on your shoulder joint, on your scapula, on the upper back, around the scapula. Then the next practice is Uttanasana. Now, this practice is contraindicated for those who have got any serious knee problem, if you have had a knee injury, and particularly if you have had any knee replacement surgery. For knee replacement surgery, this is an absolute no-no unless your doctor has, okayed you for practicing it. Otherwise, you must be careful and not practice it, avoid it. Now, we are going to go in 4 stages. In each stage, you're going to take your buttocks closer and closer to the squatting position. For those who have had any discomfort, they can only go up to the first stage, and then each time when we repeat, you go only up to the first stage. Those who want to experiment a little more can go even up to the second stage. Those who have no issues with their knees, no vertigo problem, they can practice right up to the last round. So you're going to interlace your hands in front. Slightly spread your legs out a little bit. And then in this position, you're going to take a deep breath in. As you can also rotate the feet a little, pointing on either direction. And in this position, when you exhale, you're going to bend your knee, bring your buttocks down, bring your hand down. And then you're going to slowly inhale while coming up. In the second round, you will go down a little more. In the third round, you'll go down even further, very close, with your hand touching very close to the ground. And in the last round, if possible, you'll squat completely and your hand will touch the floor. So those are the 4 rounds we're going to practice. You can stop at any one of these and go back from there according to your own zone of comfort. So get ready, but everybody will practice first, second, third before you go to the fourth. Right? So get ready, take a deep breath in, exhale, down, hold. If you cannot hold, please come back. Slowly come up. Second round, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, go down a little more and hold. Inhale, come up. Wait for some time. Third round, you're going to go down even more if you can, otherwise stay with your comfort zone. Don't compare yourself with others, go according to your own internal feelings. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Last round, take a deep breath in and exhale, go down. If you can, go all the way down into squatting with your hands touching the floor. Slowly come up. It's very important that you come up when you feel you cannot continue anymore, rather than trying to compare with others and holding on. And now you'll come to a sitting down position for the sitting down practice. So the first practice is Gomukhasana. There are 2 ways of practicing it. I like one way, but the traditional books ask you to sit in this position. And this is the starting position for Gomukhasana. And then as you inhale, you raise your right hand and bend it from the elbow. While inhaling itself, you bring the left hand from behind, bend it, and the left hand is along the shoulder, spine, and you try to clasp your hand. I'll show you from the backside, so wait for a minute. So when the right leg is on top of the left leg, the right hand comes on top, the left hand comes from behind. Now, if you have shoulder tightness, if you had other problems relating to your upper trapezius and the lower trapezius muscle, please remember you may not be able to hold your hands like this. So you may come like this. There are people who can go like this, like this. I was recently working with a young girl and she couldn't do this, and then after some somatic practices we tried and she was able to touch at least this much. And those who are very comfortable will be able to clasp and hold your position like this. And then when you change the legs the other way around, then the left hand will come on top, the right hand will come from the bottom, and you will again clasp. Remember that in some cases you may be able to clasp from one side, but you may not be able to clasp from the other side. That is quite natural. One side is more stiff. But if you become aware and you start relaxing unwanted contraction of the muscle, slowly you will start inching forward, and then one day you will be able to touch. Okay, so that is Gomukhasana. Now the way I practice is I introduce additional breathing sequence into this. So I keep my legs out in the center. I inhale, expand both the legs. I hold my breath, and then when I exhale, I bend the left leg, and then I bring the right leg. I hold my breath. Then when I inhale, I do this practice. I hold my breath. Then when I exhale, I bring the hands out, down. When I inhale, I spread the legs again. So this is my practice. So you can choose either ways, either start sitting in the cross leg and start, or you can start with me. So slowly exhale completely. Inhale, spread, hold. Exhale, right leg is on top, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, spread the legs wide. Exhale, bring the legs back to me. Now the other way around. So inhale, exhale, now the right leg is bent first, left leg comes on top. Inhale and hold. Exhale, inhale. Now second round on your own. Perfect. Very good. Slowly release. Be aware of your breathing. Gomukhasana is a very good practice for inducing relaxation, releasing anxiety, and then tensions. It's also recommended for sciatica, rheumatism, and general stiffness of the shoulder. Now the next practice is a slightly difficult practice. You go according to your capacity. If you can't do it, I'll give you something else to practice for those who can't practice. So I'll watch. If I find there are people who are not practicing, I'll give them something else to practice on. This is called Hamsasana. Hamsasana is a good preliminary practice for Mayurasana. So for this practice, first of all, you need to have good knees. If you are, again, the same issue, if you have had any knee injury, if you have had any knee related operation, etc., you should not be practicing it unless you have your doctor's consent for coming into Vajrasana. So go according to your situation. So you're going to come into Vajrasana. That's the first starting point. And then you're going to spread your knees a little away, and then you're almost resting yourself on your heels. Then you're going to bring both your hands in front with the palm facing the floor. And then in this position, you're going to bend your elbow in such a way that the tip of your elbow is just above your navel. The tip of your elbow is just above your navel. Now, in this position, you'll bend a little forward, take your leg behind, and then try to come up. You're putting the entire weight on your elbow of the body. Let your toes also relaxed. Then when you want to come back, put the knees down, bring the knees forward, come back into Vajrasana. Okay, now try it. For those who cannot practice this, practice simple Shalabhasana, where you keep your chin down, hands are by the side of the body, and you are raising both your legs up. Okay? And those who are extremely comfortable in Hamsasana can actually go into Mayurasana by lifting your legs up and your head up. So start. Spread the knees wide. Correct. Correct. Fingers pointing towards yourself. Correct. Elbow bend. Yeah. Bend your elbow. Correct. If possible, the two hands, the two elbows must be together if you are comfortable. If you can't do it, it's okay. Then you keep your elbow on either side of your navel. Yeah. And then bend a little forward so that you automatically bring a little bit of weight on the body, on the elbow, sorry. Then slowly lengthen your legs and then lift your heel up and then slowly release. You need tremendous wrist power for this. If you have weak wrists, then also you cannot practice this. Go only to the extent you can practice. Go only to whatever you can do. If your wrist is weak, you cannot practice. You need very strong wrist for it. Yeah, correct. Yeah, try Ratna. Correct. Make an attempt. Bend your elbow. Bend your elbow. Not bad. So now if you keep trying, you'll reach. Yeah. And if your wrist is not strong, then this is not recommended in any case. You have to take care of yourself. There are no two ways about it. Yeah. Now, I think the last practice for today. I don't know why I chose all difficult asanas for today. Just sat down yesterday. So the next practice is halasana. Again, if you cannot practice halasana, I'll give you a variation that you can practice. Okay. But watch and see if you can. You're going to lie down on your back. And first you're going to lift your legs up. And then lift your buttocks up from the ground a little bit. And then try to use your hands to push your buttocks up. Take your toes over your head. If possible, touch the ground. While coming back, you're supposed to come back very slowly. If possible, you'll try to keep one vertebrae by one vertebrae on the ground. And then you lower your legs very slowly. Now, if you find this is difficult, you don't want to practice perfectly all right, you just practice Kundarasana. You bring both the legs close to your perineum, catch hold of the ankle or keep your hands by the side of the body and lift your body up. Like if you want to keep, you can just keep the hands by the side, lift your body up, and you can practice holding this for a long time. And maybe 1 or 2 rounds, okay? Now, for those of you who are looking for something more dynamic, there is a combination of Paschimottanasana and Halasana together, combined into a dynamic practice. So I'll just show it to you in case you want to practice it. This is only for those who have been practicing with me for a long time. If you're new, then please don't try it. So in this, you'll raise your hands up, come into Paschimottanasana, then go back. So that's the dynamic combination of Paschimottanasana and Halasana. So whichever ones you're comfortable with, you can practice 3 variations. Those who want to practice, who have particularly who have not been practicing for a long time, please practice Kandarasana. Those who have been practicing for 4 to 5 years, you can try halasana. Very good. Use your hands to push your buttocks up. Correct. And take your leg wherever you can over your head. If you don't touch the ground, that's perfectly all right. Start somewhere, then you will go, progressing. Don't try to imagine that your toes have to touch the ground on the first day. Take your time. After you have released the practice, I want you to try something, and that is just close your eyes and mentally imagine you are practicing halasana and your legs are going up, your buttocks are rising wonderfully from the ground, your legs are over your head and your toes are easily touching the ground. Imagine this mentally and then practice. First imagine, then practice. Last round. Very good. Excellent. Now we have a little bit of time, so we'll practice one last practice, a spinal twist practice, Shava Udara Karshan Kriya. So for this, you're going to keep the right hand along your shoulder, arms facing the sky. You will inhale, bend your right leg, bring the right foot close to the left knee, hold your breath, move your right foot towards the left side of your knee, left knee, and then as you exhale, you will use your left hand to guide your right knee toward the ground on the left side. If possible, you will turn the head to look at your right side. And you try to relax the muscle, and as you relax, you will find that you can go even better. Then inhaling, you will come back. Holding the breath, you will move the foot to the right side. Exhaling, you will slide your foot back. And then you will keep the left hand along the shoulder and practice on the other side. So start. So inhale, folding the right leg, holding the breath, move the right foot to the left side. Exhaling, move the right knee toward the ground on the left side, turn the head to the right side. Inhaling, bring the knee pointing toward the ceiling. Holding the breath, move the right foot back to the right side. Exhaling, slide your right leg back. Now left leg, keep the left hand by the side of the body. Bend your left leg. Holding the breath, move your left foot toward the right side. Yeah. The left hand is there. Yeah, and using the right hand, you will guide it to the right side. Correct. Correct. Slowly come back. Be aware as to what all are happening in your own body. Relax. Remember, when you're bending your leg, you're flexing at the hip joint, you're flexing at the knee joint. When you are moving the right foot to the left side, you are adducting your right leg. When you're guiding the right knee toward the ground on the left side, you're accentuating the adduction. That means the muscles on the inside edge of your legs are the ones that are contracting to take your knee down, and the ones on the outer edge of your knees are actually lengthening and compensatory movement. And there is a spinal twist in this, so you feel the twist in your spine. And when you come back, you're relaxing all those muscles back to normal. So be aware of all these changes in your own body. Repeat the second time. Inhaling, bend your right leg. As you move, feel the inner head muscles contracting. They contract even more when you guide your knee down toward the ground. When you reverse, those muscles on the inner side of your thigh and the leg are relaxing. When you move your foot, they further relax. When you slide your foot back, the hip flexors and the knee flexors are also relaxing. So the hamstrings are the ones which flex your knee, and the psoas is the one that helps you flex your hip joint along with the rectus femoris. So practice on the left side with full attention. And once you have completed on both the sides, rest in Shavasana. Keep your hands by the side of the body, palms facing the sky, and mentally spread relaxation to each and every part of your body. Say to yourself, I am relaxing in Shavasana. I'm allowing each and every part of my body to relax completely. As you inhale, observe how your abdomen is expanding. As you exhale, sense your abdomen contracting. Pay attention to see if you are unintentionally holding back your abdomen from expanding. We tend to do that when we are tensed, we are worried about various things happening around us in our life. So let go and let the abdomen expand nicely when you inhale. The more you expand your abdomen, the more there is cavity in the abdomen for the diaphragm to descend further, expanding the volume available for the lungs to expand and take in more oxygen or more air. As you exhale, let the abdomen contract and go as much towards the spine as possible, pushing your diaphragm completely into the chest cavity, squeezing as much of stale air as possible. Continue with this awareness for some time. Now, as you inhale, mentally visualize you're spreading coolness and calmness throughout your body. As you exhale, you're flushing out all cares and worries of the mind, of the body, relaxing the body completely, and greater harmony between your body and mind. Continue in this awareness for some time, spreading coolness and calmness while inhaling, flushing out all cares and worries of the body, of the mind, greater harmony between the mind and the body. Continue for some time. Now pay attention to your right leg, from the joint to your toes, and feel the pranic energy, the Udana prana, going in a cyclical direction from the hip joint to your toes. It goes only in one direction, downwards, from the hip joint to your toes. Feel this energy flowing smoothly. There is no impediment. All the organs, cells, tissues of the right leg are fully energized. Repeat this on your left leg, left hip joint to the left toes, circular downward spiraling movement of the prana, going smoothly without any impediment, energizing each cell, each tissue, each muscle, each bone in the left leg. Feel all of them fully energized. Now mentally imagine that you're inhaling through each and every pore in both the legs, your sole of the feet, to the toes, and both the legs are getting completely energized. Now shift attention to your right hand from the shoulder joint right up to your fingertips. Again, Udana Prana going in a downward direction, spiraling cyclically, only in one direction from the shoulder to the fingertips. Feel this energy moving without any impediment, energizing each cell in your hand, each tissue, each muscle, each bone, each nerve. Repeat the same on the left hand. Now imagine that you're inhaling through each and every pore in your both the hands, both the palm, and the breath is energizing every part of both the hands. Now pay attention to your torso, divided into three segments. Navel to perineum, there is a downward flowing prana. Navel to the diaphragm, there is a sideways moving prana, right to left, left to right. And diaphragm to the top of your neck, upward flowing prana. See all the three pranas moving in their respective directions very powerfully, energizing each and every part of your entire torso. Inhale, feel that you're inhaling through every pore in the skin on your torso. As you exhale, you're breathing out through every pore in your skin on the torso. Neck to perineum. The whole body is relaxed. And now visualize that you're relaxing your face and your brain, and the pranic energy is flowing beautifully in both the organs. And your whole body is completely relaxed and fully energized, ready to charge for the day. It's like charging a battery that will last the whole day. Now give up the awareness of relaxation. Bend your hand at the elbow, put your hand back. Bend your leg at the knee, straighten your leg. Interlace your hands and take them over your head. Nicely lengthen the whole body. Then turn to one side and sit up. Keep your hands in Shankha Mudra. Get ready to chant mantra Om 3 times. Repeat your sankalpa. I am chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. I am, get ready to chant. Take a deep breath in. Shanti mantras. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amrutam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triyambakam yajamage sugandhim pushtivardhanam, urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Rub your hands nicely. When they're really warm, place them on your eyes. Feel the prana shakti flowing from palm to the eyes. Gently open your eyes. Be observant of colors you see when you open. Slowly release your hands. Hari Om. That's it. Hari Om. That's it. Hari Om. That's it. Have a great weekend. See you all on Monday. Bye.